Hey guys, Commander Cody 451 here. Today we're going to be talking about the pre-alpha tech test of Titanfall 2. Now I'm going to get this right out of the way and say that I love mechs. I love mech warriors. I love Mobile Suit Gundam. I just love anything to do with mechs, okay? Now that I've gotten that out of the way, you're probably going to hate me, but I've only played one of the mech types just because I enjoyed it so much, and that is Ion, which is a energy-based class, if you even have been following Titanfall 2 at all. It has the chest laser in the middle that you basically fire out and it'll destroy whatever is going, to be hit by the laser. It's also got a little shield which you can deploy that'll gather up like any non-energy bullets and hold them in the air for a minute, so that way you can just hold them there, and then once it is finished, you finish holding it, you let go of the button, and it just shoots the all the bullets that it's connected at back out at whoever shot at you. It also has a tripwire mine, which I enjoyed using, but I will have to say that unless you get it set down right in front of the person you're wanting to use it on, most people will see it and ignore it like the plague. Then there is the precision laser, that is the right R1 bumper, and it is fun to use. It's useful in lots of situations, but it uses up a lot of your energy, which is that meter on the left there, right beside, on the left hand side. You should be able to see it. I didn't play Scorch, but I hear it's fun to play as, but it's not as powerful as Ion, which hopefully after this maybe they'll nerf Ion. No, not nerf, but balance it out so that way people will feel more inclined to play both classes. Then after that I'm going to talk a little bit about weapons, which I'm just going to get it right out of the way and say that I love the assault rifle. It is the only gun that I will use. This is my rifle. There are many like it and so on. But I did try all the different classes just so that I could have an unbiased opinion. I didn't try all the different guns, but I did try all the different classes, and I messed around with some of the guns a little bit. I didn't play with them for more than one match though. I'm gonna rank it right now just for you to know. Assault rifles were the best, and sniper rifles were the worst. Okay, just gonna get that out of the way right now, in my opinion. Mostly because assault rifles were just the all-around best, just because of the fact that they had the reach and the clip capacity and damage output that just made it an all-around good gun, especially in this parkour-heavy, fast-paced game. I loved it. I loved using the assault rifle, but I did take myself and wean myself off it and try the different guns. And the next best gun after that was the submachine gun, which I'm using currently here. It was okay. Submachine guns are, submachine guns, short range, fast fire rate, decent damage output, but, they're still, in my opinion, not as good as the assault rifle. Then, after submachine guns was light machine guns, because they had way too slow of it's a light machine gun. Had way too slow of a fire rate for me, personally. It was nice to use, but it was just really clunky and just felt out of place when parkouring around the map and stuff like that. And there's that shield thing that I was talking about. Then after that was shotguns, because the shotguns were, the shotgun, because there was only one, the Mastiff. It was alright, but it was just so slow to fire at times. It felt like you would shoot a shot, pump the shotgun, then turn to fire at another guy, and you'd shoot them, if you were lucky. But then, the third guy would just come around the corner and just shoot your face off. It was enjoyable to use, powerful. I like how it spreads out horizontally instead of in a tight circle like we usually have it do. But that's my personal opinion on that. Then after shotguns were sniper rifles, like I said. And I'm going to explain why I didn't like sniper rifles. It was just due to the fact that the game is just so fast-paced, and people are constantly bouncing around the walls and moving around and doing all that crap, that it felt kind of useless to me, because by the time you lined up the shot and took the shot, you'd maybe get half their health down, but if they were smart enough, they would have already moved on and gotten into cover or ran away from you. But, you know, I mean, I will understand, you know, its uses in these long-range maps especially, but it just felt like against other players, it was just not worth the hassle. Then, I don't even know where to put this yet because I just unlocked it. I'm going to leave it like between the assault rifle. No, not the assault rifle. The submachine gun and the light machine gun. The grenade launcher. That is the primary grenade launcher. I don't know how to feel about it just because of the fact that it is very powerful, and you can usually take out 2 or 3 guys with like 1 or 2 shots in their area. But it just, I just don't know how to feel about it. It feels too powerful in my opinion, if that makes sense. I mean, I had fun using it, but it just felt like, especially with the infinite ammo and it being a primary, it was just like I could just lay down a constant barrage of, you know, grenades down at somebody, and they would be pretty much forced to go to a different area to, you know, move away from that. Okay, moving on from that, we're gonna go to the I guess the powers, if you want to call them that. I forget what their technical names are. But I will just say right now, out the gate, my favorite was the grappling hook. I love swinging around like Spider-Man. I loved shooting my my metallic web all around and just grappling everything that I could. After that, my next favorite was cloak. It was enjoyable to use, but it just felt really situational. I used it like once or twice personally, but it's just, I mean, it's good against Titans because they have a hard time finding you, but regular pilot players, the people that are just, you know, the actual soldiers, as soon as you start shooting, your cloak flickers and starts to go away, which makes it a lot harder to hide, so enemies will just, you know, see you shooting, and unless you kill all the enemies that see you, you are dead. Then after that would have to be stim. I mean, it was fun to use, but personally, it just felt really, it felt a lot like Halo Reach and Halo 4's hologram, which I did not like personally, just because it felt really, it didn't feel useful at all. Most people wouldn't fall for it, in my opinion, and just, I never was a fan for hologram kind of things and stuff like that, where you would, you know, basically say that you're hiding, not say that you're hiding, but basically send off a decoy and, you know, just hope that somebody would fall for it. But, you know, all power to you. Next after that was the throwing knife sonic thing, which basically would, you know, you'd throw it and it would show the outline of all the enemies in the area that the pulse would go off in. Oh, I love the attack animations, by the way. Those are friggin' awesome. I hope if there are other different Titans that they all have different attack animations like that, which they should anyway. But yeah, the Sonic was okay. It was useful, but it was way too easy to, you know, move away from and not have to not deal with it, but it was easy to counteract it, basically, because of the fact that as soon as you see that you are being, you know, shown up on their little sonic pulse radar thing, you can just back right up away from where you were and, you know, run away and make sure you don't get, you know, pinned down or followed around to get shot at. Secondary weapons, the charge rifle was my outright favorite, just because of the fact that it was was easy to use and could use over longer ranges than most weapons, so I could be sitting back behind somewhere and firing at a Titan, which I know people are probably going to think that you didn't like the sniper rifle, but you like the charge rifle. That doesn't make any sense. Well, I like the charge rifle because the Titans are kind of hard to, maneuver around real fast, so, it's easy to at least place your shot with them. Then after that, the magnetic grenade launcher, I think is what it's called, the MGL. Yeah, that was my next favorite secondary weapon, which was mostly because of the fact that I enjoyed the ability of not having to worry about my shots so much. Then after that was the automatic pistol that they had. I forget the name of it at the moment, but it was really fun to use. Felt like a G18 from Call of Duty 4 or Modern Warfare. Forget which one the G18 was in. It was enjoyable to use, but it just was in no way worth replacing a Titan weapon with, just in my personal opinion, because of the fact that, you ran into Titans a lot more than you did having to use the secondary pistol. Anyway, next after that was the bazooka launcher, the electric ball bazooka launcher thing, which I didn't like it. I didn't like it because of the fact that it was so slow to fire, and just, I understand the fact that it would like shoot its little beams of lightning out in every direction where an enemy was near it, where it was traveling to, but it wasn't fun to use, in my opinion. It just was so slow, and it just took so much effort to kill things. Well, not effort, but just time, really. Anyway, maps. My personal favorite is the map that I'm currently on right now, this map right here. It was enjoyable to play on. It was big, a lot bigger than all the other maps that I've been on, and it had a bunch of, small indoor areas for, people to fight in. But my least favorite map was the Shantytown one, which was the previous map, just because of the fact that it was too small. I can understand using it for like amped hardpoint, which is the game mode that I'm playing on right now, which is basically King of the Hill on steroids. But it was really bad for bounty hunt, because it was just such a small map, it felt like. And the middle map was that very lush green map that I don't remember the name of, but if you're watching this, you might know what I'm talking about, hopefully. It'll be up here in a little bit anyway, I think. It was okay. It was, not too big. And I was wrong. This is the one that I didn't like. This is the map I didn't care for that much. But I do have that weapon that I was talking about, the grenade launcher. The middle ground one was alright. It wasn't too big. It wasn't too small either. It was also very fun to play on for bounty hunt, which is my favorite game mode. Back to, now that we're talking about it, game modes. Pilot versus Pilot was basically team deathmatch, and I enjoyed it for that. But just because I love mechs so much, Bounty Hunter was my favorite thing to play. Just the entire time, that was the only thing I pretty much played. And it shows because I am constantly playing Bounty Hunter in these clips. Anyway, that was my personal opinion on the Titanfall pre-alpha tech test. Leave a comment in below telling me what you thought of it yourself, and please leave a like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. I am hoping to get this game later on when it comes out. Thank you very much for watching my video, and please keep watching until the end. There are a few more clips left. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.